What's up guys, DeshHere, welcome back. There's been some changes since my first tech rep on Genesis video, so let's talk about how you get a tech rep built on Genesis nowadays. First I want to recap quickly. Initially on Genesis there's absolutely no way to craft the TEK Replicator. Then as we went over in the last video, the devs added the reps to like every single tier loot crate from HLNA. Just these bad boys. Now the finalized solution was the devs adding the option to craft reps in the Fabricator. As you can see. But we have yet another game loop issue. As you may have heard, elements very plentiful on Genesis. The main issue here is that you can only farm it in shards, and since the boss is an ascension, not to mention hard for some, you only kind of get what element you can pick up, like from the drones essentially. I think they're the only thing that drop the element as well, and you have to make sure you put it in a dino or it's gone if it's in your inventory. So not much. There's not much that you can get from that. And since you need 100 whole element, as you can see here, not shards, to craft a tech rep, we only have two reasonable options. A, if you have the option to learn the unstable engram over here, you can farm a massive amount of element dust from the dinos on Lunar, or B, farm up 200,000 mission points. So if you look at the store here, hey HLNA, thank you. Element is 2,000 hexagon points each. So 102,000 would be, looks like I can only get 16 right now. So yeah, 200,000 for a 100 element, which would be one tech rep worth of element over here in the Fabricator. Now, I know that's a lot, especially if you have a smaller tribe. So essentially the best solutions I have to this are functionally the same. Both are going to involve either Gigas, Rexes, Theries, or whatever best DPS line you have is. See my breeding video if you're not sure on breeding / mutating, and let me know if you have any questions on that. I'm always down to help. So first, you can definitely go to the lunar biome, like I said, farm dust off the tech dinos there if you have that unstable element option. That's definitely my best if you're either set up, since transfers are open and unofficial now, to be able to go learn that, and you can even have element gotchas for dust. Like, that's definitely a great option. But if we're talking, just on Genesis, that's the only map you got, really, you don't have the unstable element option unless you're on some kind of unofficial server that has enabled it. But second, the HLNA point route, the hexagons. I'll tell you another secret, kind of like I've got at the end of the video. The Bound Over Matter mission. Now this mission, on Alpha especially, gives a large amount of hexagons. It gave like about 30,000 on Alpha if you had the dinos to do it solo. Keep in mind those hexagons are split between the players present. That's why you either get, when you're trying to get crates, best to do it solo. But I mean, it splits it, so if that's how you have to do it, go for it, especially when you just buy an element. It was recently nerfed a bit. I think they only cut off like 5k, so you still get 25,000 for like 9 minutes. So it's still a great option for hexagons. And again, if you don't have the dinos for this mission, it's really just as you'll probably see here, it's just going to point, checking some mounds at the end, getting a nugget, and then running to the end. It's like 10 minutes or so, maybe even less, and then you get now 25k. I think it's still like 30 something on first completion, but every other time it's like 25k on Alpha each time. Yeah, if you don't have the dinos for this mission, don't lose hope. It's that's just kind of how it is. Sometimes you might want to team up with people. You know, it's ARK, and everything works better in a tribe. So you're gonna have each tribe member out like doing the smaller missions, and eventually you'll have enough saved up for a rep, since you can just buy you just can just buy however much element each tribe member can afford, and you can kind of pool those points together. A little harder, of course, on like the crates and stuff. You can't really pool points otherwise. But yeah, I just wanted to do a quick update because it's changed a lot since my last tech rep video, and obviously, as you see, you can now just build one in a fabricator. That was like unheard of. But yeah, I wanted to make sure you guys knew how to get the element to actually do that, because there's really not a whole lot of options. Because yeah, you can farm a ton of element on Genesis from the shards in the lava area, but like you can't convert the shards until you have a tech rep. So but alright guys, that was my best way to get what you need for a tech rep on Genesis. If you made it this far, please hit subscribe, and check out my video on how best to get and utilize element gotchas, where I'm just taking that info and putting it out there for you. Everybody should know. Alright, peace.